Hey dolls, it's me, Joy, and I'm here with you today with my first video talking about all the crazy and wonderful things about being a girl. Some of the things that maybe you already know, some things you may have no earthly idea about, some things you may have found out way too late. Some of those things I found out way too late. And then maybe some things that you're just like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. So we're going to be discussing everything from makeup to fashion to skincare to anything underneath the sun that comes into my random little brain. So some of it will come through my experience as being a makeup artist and an esthetician, and some of it will just come through my experience of being a girl, and then some of it I will actually be talking to other people and trying to get them to help to give some of their insights, because even some of us who grew up in a home with maybe older sisters or a mom around, there's still some stuff we just may not have known, and like no one said it, because a lot of times in our generation we forget that girls that are younger than us, they don't grow up just knowing. A lot of times they just see stuff on TV and they mimic, and so we think, oh, well, they're good, they're covered, but they're really not, and we need to explain to them, yeah, no, that's not what you do with this is what you do with that, or that's not what you do with this, or oh no, that's a really bad idea, I tried it, don't do it, kind of thing. So we're just going to be talking about all kinds of random stuff. So we're going to go ahead and jump in today. Today we're going to be talking about mascara. That's why you notice I don't have any on today. Normally my eyes would be completely done, but no mascara today, because I'm actually going to show you one of my techniques that I use when I teach my clients how to put on mascara for themselves. And so it's easier to show when you're trying to show someone how to do something on themselves, to do it on yourself. Make sure you're using the correct technique. So we're just going to dive off into a little thing. We're going to dive off into that in just a second. So first off, I wanted to let you know that we're going to be using some products that I use myself and some that I just try out, because you know you always want to try out new things. So we're going to start something that's called a few of my favorite things. And so each month we're going to be doing a giveaway. And this month, because we're talking about mascara, we're going to give away a tube of my favorite mascara, which we're going to talk about in just a few moments. So let's go ahead and dive into mascara. So let's dive into mascara. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of mascara. I know some of you are probably thinking, really, the history? But I've always wondered, like, why do we wear mascara? Like, what's the purpose? I mean, we all know now that it was to make our eyelashes look longer and thicker, but was that always the purpose? Or, you know, was there other reasons for that being done? Because what's wrong with just my regular eyelashes? And so, of course, this dates back to the day of where most of our makeup and fashion dates back to, and that is the ancient Egyptian days, where they actually used to use kohl, which was used to ward off evil spirits. And so actually both men and women did it. So that's why you notice in a lot of Egyptian paintings and things that the men have all the eye makeup around their eyes too, along with the women, because it was used to ward off evil spirits. So what they actually use for their lashes actually composed of a few different things: charcoal, honey, water, and they also used a little bit of crocodile stool. So for those of you who are thinking that, you know, I wish I would have grown up in the ancient Egyptian days, you would have been wearing some crocodile stool. So I'm going to let that sink in for you, and just be thankful that we have gotten past that generation of where we have found better things to put on our lashes than that. So then after that, during the Victorian era, they did the same sort of thing. They wanted to make their eyelashes look longer and darker and give them a little bit of volume. So they used a mixture that was a little bit different that they used in their home, that had ash and lamp black, which I'm not sure exactly what that was. I didn't Google it. Should have. If you know, put it down in the comments below. I'm sure it probably has something to do with the lamps that they lit. elderberry juice, and they actually heated it and then applied it. Which is actually, you know, very, very interesting because we're still to this day using heat to do a lot of our applications when we want to get different makeup looks. So it's very, very interesting. And so then after in the 19th centuries, we got to what we use today. So that is great. So now we're going to talk about a little bit of a few don'ts that you do with mascara. One thing that you absolutely, positively do not do is wear waterproof mascara every day. And you may be asking me, well, why not? Well, if you haven't noticed, when you have to take off waterproof mascara, it's a little bit more difficult. And so when you're using the different products that you're using and you're rubbing your eyes to get that mascara off, it's also damaging and weakening your lashes. So you don't want to ever wear waterproof mascara every day. So just have you that good handy non-waterproof mascara, or if you're having a day where not going out much, go without the mascara just to give your lashes a little bit of rest, because even though we want to look fabulous, we also want our lashes to be healthy, because if we don't have them, then you ain't gonna have nothing to put no mascara on anyway. So make sure you keep them healthy. Also make sure you don't over apply. When you over apply, sometimes that's when you start to get that flaky look, and like you'll look at people and you'll be like, what's going on with her lashes? She put too much mascara on. If you feel like you have to just keep applying mascara, then it's time for you to look into doing some strip lashes over your lashes. That just means you don't have enough. And so you keep trying to put it on to make you have more. Well, they're not going to appear out of air. So you may want to look into doing a nice set of strip lashes and then using your mascara just to marry them together so that you have a full look without, you know, way too much mascara. Also, you don't want to ever pump your wand in and out of your tube. This is actually CK1. This is not going to be the one that I'm going to be giving away today, but it's the one we're going to be showing the demo on because it's easier to see with the type of wand. So you never want to pump it in and out. You always want to twist back and forth. When you pump in and out, it allows extra air to get in, so it'll help to keep the mascara from drying out faster if you don't pump it up and down. You also want to just make sure that you put on your mascara after you put on your shadow and liner, and never, and I repeat, never, ever add water. I remember the first time that I had a client come and tell me, oh, I just put water in my mascara. It lets it make it so it'll last longer. No, boo-boo, no. Now, when you put water in your mascara, what you're doing is you're adding bacteria into your mascara. So you are letting in all kinds of bacteria and germs, and then you're putting it on your delicate eyelashes. No, baby, don't do it. Just say no. If it gets down to the end of your tube, go buy a new tube. If you're like, well, I can't afford it, it's a $20, there are cheaper. Maybelline makes some great mascaras. CoverGirl, you can go and get a brand that's not $20 and save your lashes. Just save your lashes. It's just a no-no. I mean, it almost actually took my breath away the first time I heard it. The second and third time I heard it, I realized, wow, there are a lot of women who believe that this is a good idea. It ain't. Don't do it. Okay, so now that we've gotten through all of that, our history and our don'ts, we're going to get into actually applying mascara. So just 1 second, and I'm going to get everything set up, and I'm going to show you how I apply it and how I also teach my clients who come to me for makeup lessons how to apply their mascara. Okay, so now we are going to actually apply some mascara. So hopefully I don't keep cutting my head off. So want to make sure that we get close enough for you to see. So we're going to be using the CK1. Just want to make sure you get all of that extra mascara off of the wand. I also like to take the tip and dab it, the tip of it on a, lost my whole train of thought, a Kleenex. Just gets that extra off at the end. So you make sure sometimes, you know, you'll dab that corner in the middle of your eye because you're just like, I gotta get it done real quick. So that keeps you from doing that. Another technique that I always teach my clients who come to me is to make sure that you coat the top of your lashes first. A lot of times we do just our bottoms, and so that's great for the bottom, but if you want a fuller look, you want to make sure you also get those tops, and you want to also make sure that you roll it out towards the out of that lash. That means that we're going to make sure that we get all of that mascara on that wand on those lashes, and it's just going to give you a better, fuller look. So we're going to start with my right eye over here, and we're going to try to make sure you can see this well. So I'm going to close just a little bit, and we're going to go across that top, and we're just going to roll it out. I'm trying to be lazy and rest my arm, and I can't. So you just want to make sure you roll it out as you go. And then the same underneath, and so you'll just roll it the other way. Trying to make sure I'm not sitting here with my mouth open as I do it like we sometimes do. Okay. And so there we go. We got that right eye done. And so you're going to also make sure that you go all the way out to those end tips and make sure you get those little lashes on the end. Sorry, I'm not looking directly at y'all, but if I look directly at y'all, I can't see myself. And that's when I kind of poke myself in the eye. And that is not so good. That is not a good look. So we got those top lashes done. So then we go to those bottom lashes, and these are the ones where you can't really, because a lot of us don't have enough, you can't really roll on those. So that's when you want to do your back and forth motion. But you want to make sure that you want to make sure you do just a light little back and forth motion. I don't like to use the tip until the very end because you have a tendency more to, you know, hit yourself in the eye with that. So you just want to take those bottom lashes and you just want to lightly sweep across them. Lightly sweep across those eyelashes. You want to go down a little bit. Want to make sure you get those middle ones. There you go, and then you can take that tip and just rub them across there to make sure you get all of those little lashes, so you can look and you can see the difference between that right and that left eye. The reason why this one is not one of my best favorites, I love it because I love the wand, is because I feel like it doesn't give me that full look that I want all the time. So I have a different one I'm going to show you that is absolutely fabulous. So now we're going to go in with our comb. So if you are noticing that your lashes are sticking together, sometimes that happens when you have residue on them, or if you have powder on them, sometimes they'll start to stick it together a little bit. You can get your little comb and just close those eyelashes and just bring it up through them. And so that way you can get that separation. You may want to bring them to where they all feathered out. And then you've got them all ready to go. And so you can see the difference between that right and that left eye right there. So I'm going to be right back with y'all. I'm going to pause you for a second. I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye, but I want to finish them off with our giveaway. And so then that way you can kind of see how that one looks. And then we will go into how you can actually win this fabulous tube of mascara. So I will be right back with you in just half a sec. Hey dolls, and now it's time for my giveaway. I'm going to be giving away one of my favorite mascaras from Tarte. Lights, Camera, Flashes in the gold tube. Love, love, love this mascara. I think the reason why this mascara just totally just blows my mind is because of this wonderful mascara wand. Yes, I do have an extra one. Do not judge. I just sometimes have random things. And so it is a two-side. One side's black and one side's purple. And actually on the tube, it shows you which one it is. So if you look right here, 1, and that's your black side, and 2. So it lets you know which one you need to use first and which one last. So you'll use the black side and it'll help to apply the mascara, also to lengthen them and to add volume. And then that purple side will help to separate and also to lengthen them lashes. I love this mascara because it seems like when I wear this one, more people will ask me, hey, are those your real lashes? And I'm like, yes, they are my real lashes. Thank you for noticing though. But as you know, as a girl, like that is like the coolest thing ever to have someone to be like, oh, are those your lashes? And you'd be like, no, I'm not wearing my falsies today. These are actually me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So anyway, that's just one of those things that we absolutely love and adore. So I'm going to be giving away a tube of that. And so how do you enter? We're actually going to have a way for you to enter on 4 different platforms. So on YouTube, all you have to do is click subscribe, comment down below under this video, enter me. Two entries that way. Then on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you want to follow me at Spice by JB, and that will get you an entry on each of those platforms. And then there's going to be a picture that's going to be posted that's going to say a few of my favorite things, giveaway, comment, enter me. And when you comment, enter me, underneath that, it's going to give you a second entry. So 4 different platforms, 8 different entries, so you want to make sure that you hit all of them up. I'm also going to do some random ones, probably 2 or 3, where you can kind of get some extra entries through the week. So the deadline for this giveaway is actually, I got to look at my calendar, is November the 12th, and so that is next Thursday. So you want to make sure you get all of your entries in by then to make sure that we are able to pick a winner and see who will get a beautiful tube shipped to them, unless by some chance somebody in this area wins. Then we'll meet up, we'll have coffee, and I will be like, here you go, girl. So anyway, besides that, what else? I think that is about it. Oh, what am I wearing today? So I just thought I would show y'all the eye makeup that I am doing today, and also the foundation. My foundation today is by Urban Decay Naked Skin. It is 7.5. I love this foundation. I will miss a meal to buy this foundation because it is a little bit more on the pricey end. I believe it's $30 for this tube, but still love, 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 love Urban Decay. They typically don't do anything wrong with Urban Decay. They're just fabulous. So that is the foundation that I'm wearing. The eye makeup that I'm wearing is from Too Faced Bourjois Eyes. It is a beautiful palette, which I do use quite a bit if you cannot tell. I love this palette because unless you just come over here and use all the light colors, there is no way for you not to get a great smoky eye look. Some of the names of them are quite hilarious. So we have In the Buff, which we will, if I can get a swatch of it on my hand right here, that is In the Buff. We have Satin Sheets, which is the pink shimmery. Hopefully you can see it really, really well. And French Tickler. I don't know, I didn't come up with these names, but you have to admit they are pretty fabulous. So I just love, 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 love this palette. Did I say love enough time? Also, to get my eyes ready for this beautiful shadow, I used Urban Decay. There's their original eye primer. They also have an anti-aging one. They have one that's a little bit more shimmery. This was the first one I grabbed. It's the one I use. Sometimes there's no rhyme to my reason. Sometimes it's just that simple as it was right there, so I used it. So with Tarte, I use their Close-Up Lash Liner. I love this liner because it gives you a really, really good fine line. And it's also very, very jet black. And I love that about my liners when they're really, really jet black, because I like my eyes to look really, really bold. I'm more of a bold eye and a simple lip girl, but we will do some lips and some looks and change it up just a little bit. So I hope that you enjoyed this today. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you got to laugh a little. I'm actually quite proud of myself. Those of you who know me really, really well know that I have a tendency to random and go on a tangent, and then I'll start talking about squirrels and stuff. So I didn't do that. So give me time. I will. Also, just to let you know, because it just popped into my mind, those of you who do know me, who may have already subscribed on YouTube before this came out, or if you already liked me on Facebook or Instagram before it came out, just make sure that you put Enter Me underneath the picture, and I will give you 2, because I know if you put Enter Me you had to have liked or subscribed. So even if you didn't know me and you came across me and you already had, you will still get 2 entries as long as you put enter me on that picture, even if you've already subscribed. I don't want to count out anybody who has already decided that they wanted to like me already. So, unless you have any comments or questions, please feel free to hit me up on any of the platforms at Spice by JB. I'm going to try my best to get back to you really, really quickly. If you want to talk about skincare, waxing, spray tans, I don't know, some guy that you met, anything. If you have any questions, if I don't know the answer, I will definitely ask someone and try to find out for you. Or if you're just like, you know, I've always wondered this, will you cover this? I would love to. So just send me a message or comment below. If it's a little bit more private, send a message. Or if you don't want anyone to know that was you, go ahead, send a message, and I will respond to you as quickly as I possibly can. So guys, until we meet next week, stay gorgeous.